Asking them to play different roles. Sometimes it's the guys around you. If you're playing alongside a great rebounder, there aren't as many boards to go around. So you really have to dig into the details to understand why this is happening.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. And it's Shepherd in at the 1. And for the Warriors, they've got Stephen Curry. Draymond Green is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's DeAnthony Melton, and it's Santos in at the 3. And so off the tip, it's Houston. And due to some injuries, we're not seeing these teams at full strength, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., some adjustments have been made. And, you know, if the players stepping in can be effective enough, they might just earn an increased role on their team moving forward.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Pass to Santos. And here's Porzingis. Outside Curry. Kevin Durant pulls it in. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Houston. It's a three-point game. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Durant's got 5 now.
If there are any better pull-up shooters than Durant in the NBA, it's a very short list. All a defender can do really is just hope he misses.
Now here's Melton, coming off a solid outing against Sacramento. Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
And I like seeing Green go up for that flush, showing how powerful he can be.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Back over to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. And the Warriors with possession here after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Pass to Santos. Thompson against Melton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. After the basket by Houston. Outside, Green. Pass to Santos. Now here's Curry. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And the Rockets have had success adding veteran leadership to their young roster, RJ.
And that's a great lesson in roster building. It's always beneficial to have adults in the room, experienced guys who can set positive examples for younger players.
Warriors trail by 8 to the inside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Here's Shepherd, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. And the shot goes in.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Melton outside. Outside Curry. Pass to Green. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Houston. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in the Bay Area.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that. Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. With only one game left, let's take a peek at how the final seedings could look in the West. You take a look at the Rockets. They're currently in 4th place, a solid spot to be in late in the year. And of course the Warriors, they're a ways down in the standings.
I think for Houston, they have nothing to worry about tonight, and that is a tremendous blessing. No risk at this point of them slipping into the play-in, so it's full speed ahead to the playoffs for them.
Now here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Melton outside. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. And that one's good. Melton.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Here's Durant. Rebounded by Green.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Pass to Porzingis. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Inside, Porzingis can pretty much take what he wants. He's just too tall.
Here's Shepherd. Back to Durant. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Puts up a 3. The shot comes out. The Rockets lead by 7. Şengün passes to Durant. Pass to Shepherd. Now Şengün. He's covered by Curry. Jacks up a 3. Durant, no good. Golden State has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Good. Green's got his second basket.
Gotta reward the big man Green for running the floor. Excellent execution.
Durant, the pass to Thompson. Back to Durant. Pass to Shepherd. 4-3. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Here's Santos. And here's Green from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Green's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Houston leading by 5. Smith outside. Now here's Durant. His last outing, he had 24 points. Pass to Shepherd. Thompson, a screen on Curry. Late clock, Houston's got to hurry. Gets the 3 to fall. Durant's got 15 points.
They are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. All right, Richard, what's something we often see in the second game of a back-to-back?
A lot of times you see tired players, but that's part of it. Can you play through that fatigue? That's a big portion of being an NBA player.
And the Rockets making a change here. Easton's checked in. Outside Curry from deep three-point land. Smith with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Durant. From deep. Doesn't go in. 3rd miss out of 9 shots. Warriors trail by 8. Now Curry. 17 points in his last outing. Now Porzingis. Ooh, it's stolen by Easton. There's the drive. And Porzingis with the block.
The ridiculous reach of Porzingis. There is no way he was letting that through.
Easton, pass to Smith. Melton on the double. Just 4 to shoot from downtown. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Good work there as it goes.
Oh, scooped up the board. Porzingis wasting no time going up with it.
The Rockets lead by 6. Outside Durant. Pass to Thompson. Smith with a screen on Curry. Here's Thompson. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
The fancy dribbling from Thompson. I mean, showing he's not afraid to take some risk on offense.
Outside Curry. Porzingis in the post. Working on Şengün. Porzingis passes to Curry. Here's Santos. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
One of the most unselfish superstars out there. Curry is always looking to make his teammates better.
Durant with it. 15 points in the game. And he converts the layup. Durant's got 17 points.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Outside, Green. Here's Porzingis. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And some changes here for the Warriors. Payton's checked in for Santos, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for Melton. And a new group getting ready for the Rockets. Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Green comes in for Smith. Okogie's checked in for Durant, and it's Davison in for Thompson. Pass to Davison. And here's Eason on the wing. Green. Houston working the ball around. 5 to shoot. Screen by Capella. Lets it fly. With 1 on the clock. And it's Capella with the jam.
Refusing to give up on the glass, Capella truly works for his rebounds.
Curry against Eason. Outside for Green. Porzingis sets a screen. The 3. It's rebounded by Houston. And here's Capella. Pass to Davison. Back to Capella. Curry against Eason from behind the arc. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
Now here's Curry. Green, a screen from deep. Okogie pulls down the board.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
You know, Richard, the Warriors have the 3rd most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, including the first NBA championship back in '47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in '75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
Warriors trail by 10. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, "Their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team." Back over to you guys.
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Here's Davison. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Here's Eason. And the shot goes. Eason's got 5.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Porzingis. Give him 8 points now. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Alperen Sengun's checked in for Houston. Finney Smith comes in for Davison.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
A vocal leader both on and off the floor. Green plays with a real fire in edge.
Outside Eason. Pass to Sengun. His first shot attempt. And that one good. And the Rockets lead by 9.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Rockets. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. More 2K action in just a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Green out there with Alperen Sengun. Then it's Josh Okogie. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Eason in at the point.
And I think it's time to put multiple bodies on him.
Well, when you think about how the game has evolved in recent years, RJ, the role of the big man might have changed the most.
Who knew threes and assists would become a key stat for 7-footers? But I will say, size helps. You cannot teach tall.
That's good from Eason. Here's Pajemski. Pass to post. Here's Spencer. Now Pajemski. Drops in the 3. Pajemski's got 5 points now in the quarter.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Here's Sengun, guarded by post. Here's Okogie. Sinks the tray. Okogie's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, that's just elite awareness by Sengun. He is outstanding at getting the ball to perimeter players.
Pass to post. Here's Spencer. Screen by post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And it's Sengun with the ball for the Rockets. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. And Sengun throw it down.
Yeah, setting a solid pick and then getting himself open. Sengun playing really well in that part.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Spencer. Last game for him, he had 14. Pass to Pajemski. Misses the 3. The Rockets lead by 12. Here's Okogie. And here's Sengun. Now Eason. It's Eason with the jam.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And a quick look at the 2K leaderboard, showing which teams have really been controlling the glass over the last month. The Rockets, second.
And last month, this team was active on the glass, really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Payton finds Curry. And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Pass to Melton. Four on the clock. Here's Santos. Green covering. Looking to win the run. And the Warriors miss again.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Spins. Here's Şengün. And another basket for Houston.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Melton outside. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Curry. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 5 rebounds in the game. Now here's Easton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And not just exerting himself scoring the ball, also showing energy on defense as evidenced by his 3 steals on the game.
Warriors trail by 16 to the paint. Here's Santos. Outside Payton. Pass to Melton. From the arc. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Green's checked in for post. And then for Houston, Durant, he's checked in for Finney-Smith. And it's Thompson in for Okogie. Outside Durant. Pass to Easton. Launches a 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Easton's got 8 points in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
How prolific a scorer is KD? He and LeBron are the only players ever to score 40 against every team.
That is both incredible and not surprising when you think about it. The ease in which KD puts up huge scoring numbers is nothing like anything we've seen.
Now here's Thompson. He had 22 in the win against Phoenix. Here's Şengün. Pass to Easton. Up top, Thompson. Kept alive. Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Offensive rebound is a big part of Şengün's game. Just look at his numbers. They've been great over the years.
Now Melton. He's got 6. Curry, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Green. Durant for 3. Warriors with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Melton with the ball. Outside Curry from deep three-point range. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Pass to Şengün. Outside Durant. Houston working the ball around. And here's Şengün. Green covering. Şengün passes to Durant. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. No luck on that one.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
Outside Curry. There's the triple. Curry with another miss.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. They trail by 18. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. Melton up top, defended by Eason. Melton against Eason. Pass to Santos to end the drought. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Durant against Payton. Durant inside. Over Payton. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Curry surveys. Melton outside. Payton with a screen on Eason. From deep, Melton. Durant pulls it in.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Şengün passes to Durant. Pass to Eason. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Eason's got 13 points in this quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Curry passes to Green. Melton outside. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Curry for 3. Knocks down the long J. Curry's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Shutout from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
Thompson outside. Back to Green. The kick to Durant. Here's the 3. Eason can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 19. Payton passes to Curry. Pass to Santos. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And that one's good. Melton.
Slowly building up steam. Hit 1 from range in the first. He's hit 2 here in the second.
Here's Durant. And again, it's Houston.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Pass to Santos. Now here's Melton. Green with a screen on Eason. Melton passes to Green. Outside Payton for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Eason inside. Melton covers. Thompson outside. No good on the 3. Warriors trail by 18. Here's Santos. And here's Curry. He's got 9. Melton finds Curry. Plenty of space. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Curry's got 8 here in this quarter. The Rockets lead by 16. Thompson outside. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of this game. Durant, the pass to Thompson. Outside, Green. Takes the 3. That's good from Durant on the assist by Şengün. Şengün's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
Melton misses. And the Rockets shooting with some fire. 66% in this one. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Green for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Shot is good by Curry.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
8 seconds left in the half. Here's Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 26. And so it's Houston out in front break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Houston Rockets.
This is a finely tuned offense. They're pushing the action while staying disciplined.
Yeah, their scores are in the right places, taking smart shots. The other side, not so much.
Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
You watch them, they have competing styles, man. But the net effect, at least offensively, is very, very similar.
Pretty crazy how easy it is for these guys to score.
They make it look easy, Ernie. It ain't.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. 19-point game. DeAnthony Melton out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Green. And it's Santos in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
The Warriors shooting the ball at 48% so far. Here's Curry. Shoots over Shepherd. Wow! Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
tougher than he looks. Curry is unbelievable. This man's a true superstar.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Durant. Inside. Here's Şengün. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Şengün.
Lots of promise in Şengün's game. Certainly has the frame to be special.
Outside, Green. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And the three-pointer goes.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Back to you guys.
The love for the game. Allie, appreciate the report. And here are the Warriors now. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Santos. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Smith with the rebound.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Here's Durant. They double-team Durant. And down it goes. 2 points. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And so it's Golden State with it, trailing by 19. Curry passes to Porzingis. Melton outside. Lets a 3 fly. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got 11 rebounds in the game. Smith finds Durant. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple. Durant's got 33.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Yeah, and coach has to tell him to dial it back. He's trying to do too much, going one-on-one, forcing bad shots, and it's really hurting this offense.
Here's the 2K leaderboard and a moment to see which rookie point guards are shooting the best from the charity stripe. Stephen Curry, number 1.
His team must love how dependable he is from the charity stripe. They can count on him on the floor and at the line, too.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Porzingis passes to Green. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
And it's an added bonus when Green has games like these. Keep riding his hot hand.
Here's Thompson, and that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Now here's Curry. 15 points in the game. Here's the teardrop, and the layup is up and in. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Impeccable touch from Steph.
Pass to Shepherd. Back to Durant. Wing shot on the way, and he drops that one in. Durant's got 9 points now in the second half.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Melton outside. Outside Porzingis. Clock at 6. And there's another one for the Warriors.
And he's doing all he can for his team. Just perfect shooting thus far. Now, it's time his teammates, they really have to step up.
Now here's Thompson. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. And here's Shepard for three. Nails it from three. Shepard's got 11 points.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Melton passes to Porzingis. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Outside Durant. Pass to Shepard. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Oh, Durant with a steal. Here's Smith. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Smith's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, so smart to go to a shooter to finish the fast break. And coach has to like seeing Smith hustle to complete the play.
Outside, Green. Porzingis with a screen on Smith. Pass to Curry. Shoots over Shepard. And again, no good by Golden State. And so Şengün will bring it up for the Rockets. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Here's Durant, takes a 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Porzingis passes to Green. From deep, Melton. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this 3rd quarter. Green with the ball. Durant covering. Here's Porzingis. And the Warriors miss again. The Rockets have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the 3rd. Thompson outside. No good with the triple. Golden State has gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. Curry from deep 3-point land. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. The Rockets shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific.
And this is exactly what Smith loves to do, wreaking havoc on opposing defenses and scoring through contact.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Houston.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight. And the number 3 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, Smith Jr.'s ceiling is considered to be very high.
Now here's Podziemski. He's got 5. Porzingis high post. Outside Podziemski. Over Thompson. The shot by Podziemski, no good.
I think the defender really affected that shot.
Şengün finds Durant. Back to Şengün. Smith outside. Hits the trifecta. Smith's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
Outside, Green. They set the pick to end the run. It's hauled in by Houston.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
Pass to Durant. And he gets it to go. Durant's got 11 points in the quarter.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Melton. 9 points in the game. Porzingis for 3. He buries it from 3. Porzingis has got 15.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
And Şengün gets it to go.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside Pajemski. Pass to Santos. Porzingis with a screen on Durant. And here's Melton. Outside, Green. Up and over Smith. Hey, it's Porzingis slamming it home.
A legit 7-footer with that kind of athleticism, I guess Porzingis really is a unicorn.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Houston has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. We know how impactful Kristaps Porzingis can be, but he's often limited by injuries.
Yeah, B.A. Since 2018, Porzingis has only reached the 60-game mark once. But when he's out there, he is the X factor.
And the Warriors shooting 44% since the third quarter got underway. Melton outside. Şengün against Porzingis. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Thompson finds Şengün. Back to Thompson. He shoots. The kick to Durant. Shot clock at 5. And it's Houston scoring again.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Pass to Pajemski. Back to Melton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Warriors. Post is checked in for Porzingis. Payton comes in for Green. And it's Curry in for Santos. Green's checked in for Houston. Okogie comes in for Amen Thompson. And Melton drops them both. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Here's Okogie. Pass to Şengün. Shot clock at 6. Outside Eason. There's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 6 assists now in the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Now here's Post. He's scoreless. And again, no good by Golden State.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Şengün passes to Okogie. Now Green. Houston working the ball around. Pass to Şengün. Shoots a fadeaway. And he gets the bucket. Şengün's got 15 points.
Yeah, that's a nice looking mid-range shot from Şengün. I love how confident he is.
Outside Curry. Outside Pajemski. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Houston running away with this one. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. So on the floor for Houston, Clint Capella out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Aaron Holiday. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Okogie in at the three, the small forward. And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Newton, he's checked in for Holiday. Now here's Payton. Outside Pajemski. Outside Payton. Pass to Curry. 5 on the clock. Looking to end this cold spell. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Outside Eason. Here's Newton. Left side Eason. Now Finney-Smith. Here's Newton. The shot. The rebound by Payton. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. And here's Curry for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Curry's got 20 points.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Grant, the NBA has made it clear it's an 82-game league with its participation policy levying fines for teams resting star players.
Yeah, BA. But, at the same time, we've seen some, advocating for reducing the number of games, like Warriors coach Steve Kerr. They're arguing for quality over quantity. We'll see how it plays out.
Pass to Eason. Now here's Finney-Smith. To the middle from 9 feet out. And Capella gets it to go.
Inside, Capella's physical ability makes the difference. He can get vertical, bump with you, whatever it takes.
And a deep three from Curry. That won't go either for Curry.
And the defense got away with one there. That's a shot he typically makes.
Crawford passes to Finney-Smith. Here's Okogie. And it's Eason penetrating. And the basket is good. Give him 23.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Now here's Post. Pass to Payton. Outside Pajemski. Here's Curry. 19-footer. Yep, that one goes. Curry's got 9 points now in the second half.
Good at keeping the game simple. When Curry sees the mid-range J open up, he rises up with confidence.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Here's Post after the basket by Houston. Left side Curry. Outside Payton. Pass to Curry. Money on the 19-footer. Curry's got 24.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Eason inside. Defended by Pajemski. Eason, good.
No one there to contest. Didn't really need the fade.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside Payton. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Curry. This one for 3. That won't go either for Curry.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Capella's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, you like how Capella shows up for his team on every play. He's right there to support the fast break.
Pass to Curry. Steps back and fires. And again, it's Golden State.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
And here's Capella. Outside Eason. Screen by Capella. Fires for 3. They get the rebound. Here's Okogie. Shoots over Curry. Top of the key jumper, no good.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
The shot by Podziemski, no good. The Rockets have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. And, of course, you won a ring with the Cavs in 2016, Richard. Talk about the challenge of winning a title.
In a lot of ways, it just comes down to will and grit. The playoffs are an extra 2 months of intense basketball. The team that wins it all normally has the most help and motivation.
Here's Curry after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Floats one. Hey, rejected by Capella.
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots.
That one falls. Crawford's got his first 2 points of the night.
With his level of quickness, it's tough to keep up defensively.
So it's the Warriors now, after the basket by Houston. Here's post. It's good.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
So it's the Rockets now. Here's Okogie. Now Capella. Pass to Eason. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Eason's got 27 points.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
To the paint. Here's Curry. What a terrific move that is. Curry's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Capella, screen on Payton. Finney-Smith. Capella inside. He's against post. And Capella gets it to go.
And inside, Capella knows how to throw his weight around, getting physical to get past the contact.
Outside Podziemski. Payton with it. Over Finney-Smith. Payton, no good.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Finney-Smith passes to Okogie. Outside Eason. Well, a multi-sport survey showed that among respondents, the average age of referees in the U.S. was almost 57. Is that a concern, you think?
Well, we've seen that in the NBA. Older officials retiring and becoming teachers, and the younger generation coming in, still cutting their teeth. Ultimately, they've got to continue to learn and build, and that takes time.
And that one's good. Curry's got 30.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Eason, the pass to Crawford. Now here's Capella. Pass to Eason. Just 5 on the clock. Houston working the ball around. Here's Okogie. Counted from distance.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And the Warriors with possession here after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. And here's Curry for 3. Eason pulls it in. Houston has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
And here's Podziemski. Pass to post. Here's Curry. Here he goes. Capella with a block. Here's Okogie. Now here's Eason, defended by Pajemski. Eason, the pass to Capella. Richard, when you look at career longevity for NBA players, has LeBron shifted what we thought was possible?
No doubt. It's made fans more critical of guys that are on the decline. But ultimately, guys start to decline around 32, 33 years old. That is normal.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, one of the best rim runners in the game. Capella is underappreciated at times because he doesn't fit the mold of the modern big. But he rebounds, defends, and takes shots he knows he can make.
Green's checked in for Crawford. And he can't hit the second. And probably one of the least favored opponents to take on around the league, the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, they're so well coached. They're physical. They're aggressive defensively. They're monsters on that glass. They'll take something out of you.
From deep, Melton. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Eason. Capella, screen on Melton. Back to Capella. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
Time after time, it's been Capella. He's doing damage.
Outside, Green. Well, you want officials to get the calls right, but for video review, maybe institute a 2-minute time limit, you think?
Oh, I would love a good 2-minute time limit, but the worst thing to do would be to go to a 2-minute time limit and then have them not get it right. Then you wasted all that time for nothing.
Here's Okogie. Here's Capella. Can't get it to go. Shooting 8 for 10 now. Golden State has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Now here's Melton. Left side Curry. They still need this. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Curry's got 32 points.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Rockets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so they powered through to their 51st win of the year.
And for the year, this will be the 3rd win in 4 games against this team. They really brought it tonight.
And what a huge performance it was for Kevin Durant.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
That's good from Capella. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Green. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Well, Richard, Draymond Green credits you for giving him some important advice as a rookie.
I just encouraged him to be himself and told him that he's going to have to live with techs and fines because he is at his best when he is towing that line.
And the free throw, no good.
Such a great guy to have on the team and an amazing defender. Green even led the league in steals one year.
Outside, Green. Screen by Capella. Shot clock at 6. Green, the pass to Davison. Shoots over Curry. And another miss by Houston.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Here's Davison. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.